I am genuinely astounded at the amount of requests that I got for this. So, when I was talking about what it took to dodge a projectile, there's real-world science that backs that up. Teleporting is solidly in the realm of theoretical science, which means there isn't a whole lot of evidence to talk about what the mechanics are. But to the best of our theoretical knowledge, teleporting would basically be deconstructing someone on a subatomic level and then reconstructing them someplace else. So there is no distance traveled except for the data that makes you up. And then at that point you have to ask questions about, how is someone being deconstructed? How long does it take? How long does it take to reconstruct them? Is it disorienting? You could also make an argument that teleporting could be using localized wormholes, but that would fuck up the surrounding physics. If you're talking about Nightcrawler-style teleportation, you can theoretically model this by saying that they're going through a different dimension. And I don't mean a different dimension like a hell dimension or something like that. I mean a different mathematical dimension. But truth be told, it's all just sort of hand-wavy, wibbly-wobbly stuff. There is no real-world analog to compare teleporting to. And since there's no real-world analog to compare teleporting to, let's go back to my preferred way to debate this stuff, Doyleism. Look at a character and say, how do they use their teleporting ability? If they aren't using it to move super fast, then they're not super fast. It's that simple. And most teleporting characters are not super fast. If you look at Nightcrawler, he is agile, but he's not a speedster. That's because teleporting generally serves a different narrative function. Teleporting breaks the laws of space. It's the ability for a character to be anywhere they need to be. Narratively, being anywhere you want to be is different from moving as fast as you need to move. Those serve two completely different functions when it comes to writing a story. Speedsters can't be anywhere, but they can go as fast as they need to go. Now, you can substitute one for the other in limited circumstances. Narratively, a speedster can be anywhere they need to be in, say, a localized area because they move so fast. And teleporters can go as fast as they need to go if, say, they're trying to get someplace a very long distance away with a whole bunch of other people who can't teleport. They'll obviously get there earlier. But simply put, if they're not serving the same narrative function, they're not the same power, and if they're not the same power, you can't substitute one for the other. So no, you can't say that just because someone can teleport, they're fast, and you can't say just because someone's fast, they can teleport.